Very pleasant good morning, Jamaica. I'm bringing to you this personal side of my life because I met a couple that really stands out in my mind. And I'm talking about the couple of Mr. and Mrs. Brian and Jacqueline Forbes. They are the parent to little 17-year-old Ramone Forbes, who died recently in a plane crash pursuing his dream. And that dream is to become a pilot. He died in the hospital hours later after his plane crashed in Greenwich Farm, in which he was a student of. Ladies and gentlemen, when I actually met the parents of this beautiful little boy, I was so taken back because they remind me of my parents. If you take a look at this photograph, you'll see where my dad feels so proud of me. My dad feels so happy about my achievement that he just looked up at me. If you hear my phone went off, that's my dad signaling me, saying that, son, to you I am well pleased. My father's name is Rodney Sinclair, and my mom is Perline Sinclair. They too were my greatest idol and my greatest person that I admire in my life was my mom and dad, because they stood the course of time. And just like the Forbes, there's that signal again. And just like the Forbes, they stood that course. When I heard Mr. Brian Forbes speak about his son, he speaks about his son so beautiful and so warm, and you can feel that pain, ladies and gentlemen, in his eyes. And you can feel it. I mean, that evening of December 17th, 2016 at Lynch Park is something to behold. So that's why I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking to you this morning. I'm talking to you because it's important for you to understand parenthood. Most of our young men are not doing so great in school. They're not going to school in the street rubbing out their hand middle. And because most of us don't care, we don't give a damn, we go fighting the teachers that takes care of your own children. And some teachers really don't care either to even make sure they impart great education. So the thing has to be balanced up. Teacher, you have to care about the child that you're teaching. And the child must respect the teachers. I remember the days back then when I was a kid, if I misbehave, anybody could spank me. Not these days. We need to get back to when it takes a village to raise a child. And that's why we had to commend the Forbes. We had to commend the Forbes and the people of Portland for working together. Communication is the key. Loving each other. Be your neighbor's keeper. Offer them support in their lowest times. You have to be there. When the Forbes, Mrs. Forbes told me thank you, I felt it. Everything that she says, I feel her pain on that stage. So Mrs. Forbes, this is going out to you and your husband especially. I want to say thank you, the Forbes. Thank you for coming out and help me to show Jamaica and the rest of the world that great people still exist. Great family, there's that thing again. Great families are still left in Jamaica. And Jacqueline and Brian Forbes, you're the epitome of great parenting. I have to congratulate you, Brian, on stage to say that you're a great father, just like how my father, Rodney Sinclair, was. Real quickly, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot forget one day I was sent to school with no lunch money. And my dad told me that 12 o'clock you'll be there with my lunch. And ladies and gentlemen, I watched the clock. We got out at 12 o'clock. I look at it and see my dad. 12:15, no dad. 12:30, no dad. 12:45, no dad. 10 minutes to 1 o'clock, just before the bell ring for me to go back in. There was my dad with my lunch money. So, Daddy, thank you, man, for wherever you are, Daddy. Thank you for molding me and scolding me. And my mom, thank you very much. And the Forbes, thank you for doing such a tremendous job. That our life can be a token to others to emulate and to take a page. There goes the signal from my mom. I love you, Mom. I love you. Both of them died in the month of December. My mom died on December 25th, 1989, and my dad died December 14, 10 years later, 1999. I love them both, and that is what I try to do with my life, to make them proud of me, to make my dad, that look at my dad on his face when he looked up at me, makes him feel proud. Thank you, Jamaica, for sharing this special moment with me. Thank you.